Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Recite Namo Tassa 3 times with me. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajassa Sunantu Saggamukadang Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta Dhammasavana Kalo Ayang Badanta. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamicca sakho ujuca suhujuca suvaco cassa mudu anatimani santussa koca subharoca appakiccoca sallahuka utti Santindriyo Chanipakocha Appagabbo Kulesu Ananugiddo Nacha Kuddang Samachare Kinchiyena Vinyu Pare Upavadeyung Sukino Va Kemino Hontu Sabbe Sattha Bhavantu Sukitattha. Dear Dhamma friends, welcome to our Dhamma series, Dhamma talk series, ABS Temple. During this rainy retreat, Wat season, every Saturday evening, 6:30 p.m. in California time, we do this Dhamma talk. Welcome everyone to our listen the Dhamma talk. And when we listen in the Dhamma, we have to focus our mind directly to the what we are discussing here, because we are discuss the Dhamma and talking Dhamma. When you listen in it, it become meditation, because you focus your mind to listening the Buddha's teaching. It is the meditation. And same way you can learn lot of things Buddha's teaching here. Therefore, it is very useful time, about 1 hour time or 45, 50 minutes, something like that. You can learn very useful discourse today, and very famous and popular sutra. We call it Karaniya Metta Sutta. Actually, a lot of Sri Lankan Buddhists, a lot of Sri Lankan Buddhist followers, they can chant, and they can, it's very popular, very famous sutra. Even in children, they can chant it. Therefore, but it's if we chant it with the meaning, it is very useful. The name of the sutra, directly when translated to English, the loving kindness discourse on what should be done. Karaniya means what should be done. Metta means the loving kindness. The sutra means discourse. I hope when we finish this Dhamma talking, this when we finish this Dhamma talk, you can learn a lot of about the Karaniya Metta Sutta. What is the metta means? Metta means friendly, kind, loving kindness. That is the meaning of metta. Actually, when we practicing loving kindness, metta meditation, we practice it without any border. When someone who practice loving kindness meditation, we practice it without friend or not friend, our relatives, whole of universe. We spread our loving kindness thought. Therefore, there is no border or limitation. The metta means the loving kindness. Then the Buddha teach this sutra, this discourse, as a spiritual protection. We call it paritta in Pali language, and as well as is a practice for meditation, kammatthana. It's very mostly Karaniya Metta Sutta is a very famous as a protection chanting and blessing chanting and meditation. The traditional the Buddhist monasteries, we practice with chanting morning and evening. Our chanting include the mostly meditation. For meditation, we practice the Buddhanusati, that means the recollection of the Buddha, Dhammanusati, recollection of the Dhamma, and Mettanusati, and the Asubhanusati, that means the impurity of the body, and mindfulness of death, recollection of death. Actually, this kind of chanting, mostly meditation, but in the monastic life, in the most of the temples in Sri Lanka or the Thailand, evening and morning, most of the meditation practice, meditation centers, mostly evening chanting. We chant this discourses. I want to emphasize here, meditation is not only a silent practice. This chanting, this meditation, loving kindness meditation, and mindfulness of death, and perception of impurity, that means the asubha sanya, that means the impurity of our body. We mostly chanting at night. Then when we chant it, chanting also meditation. Therefore, the Karaniya Metta Sutta, that my topic also, Karaniya Metta Sutta, loving kindness of metta, it is also, we practice at the beginning chanting meditation. We do it as a silence meditation too, but at the beginning, or as a beginners or daily practicing, we do this the meditation as chanting. What is the I think it's a very popular story that what is the background story of the Karaniya Metta Sutta. The 500 monks, they went to the forest for rainy retreat, same as this season. They went to forest, but at the jungle they had a lot of difficulties because some spirits dwelling that area, that forest, they disturb to the monks for their daily practicing. They do many disturbance. Therefore, the monks, they couldn't practice their meditation. They couldn't practice their uh, spiritual life. Therefore, because of this disturbance, the monks discourage. They are not healthy. They are unhappy. Therefore, they have the leader of the monks have to find some solution. Therefore, he went to the Buddha and explained the situation, what the difficulties, what they are facing on. Then the Buddha, actually the monks wanted to change the place and go to another place, but Buddha told them, okay, don't go anywhere. This is the suitable place for you. You must friendly with that people or spirits. Therefore, Buddha teach this sutra, this teaching to that monks. That is the beginning of Karnimetta Sutta. The Buddha asked them to, okay, you have to chant this sutra every day. That means that you have to practice loving kindness, and you have to show that people too, you are practicing loving kindness. You are not enemies of them, and you are practicing, you are living with harmony with others. Then the Buddha teach these monks to this sutra. Therefore, the most of the teaching at the beginning of the sutta teach for the monks how to develop monks' personality, how to cultivate, how to practice virtues or sila. Mostly the teaching at the beginning is a focus to the monks, but it is useful for everyone. This is the story, the background story of the sutra. That means the Buddha teach the monks to this sutra to practice loving kindness and stay harmony with others, without disturbing others, and without fighting with others, just friendly with others. Okay, this is the structure of the sutra. Though we chant this sutra every day, I think the most of us, we don't focus what is the structure of the sutra. The structure is at the beginning of the sutra. At the beginning of the sutra, it is morality, develop moral quality or sila. Sila means bodily and verbally actions. Sila means the bodily and verbally actions. Like normal people, that mean the living, the not like a monk. We are living in a monastery. For monks, we have the special sila, that means the monastic rules. But normal people living in the home, they don't have this kind of the many rules, monastic rules. They can practice the 5 precepts, mostly simple. Practicing the some special days, they practice the 8 precepts, 10 precepts according to the Buddha's teaching. Then the morality means practice sila. Then I will show you in the sutra how it explained. Then the second thing is practice loving kindness meditation. That means samadhi or concentration meditation. The last part of the sutra, last part of this course is the realization or wisdom or panya or vipassana meditation. That is the three structure of the Karnimetta Sutra. At the beginning, the sila. Middle, the practice loving kindness. Loving kindness meditation means samadhi meditation or samatha meditation. And at the end of the sutra, it lead to the practice realize, that means the wisdom meditation or vipassana meditation. Actually, when we practice Buddha's teaching, if somebody asks you what you are practicing, you can say that we are practicing Sila Samadhi Panya. That means the practice Sila, practice concentration meditation, practice wisdom meditation. Okay, this is the first stanza. Karaniya matta kusalena yantan santang padang abhisameccha sakho ujucha sujucha sochocha samuduanatimani. This is the start with the skill to someone who want to attain the nibbana. That is the he who is skilled in working out his own well-being and who wish to attain the state of the calm, means state of nibbana. That means if somebody want to attain the nibbana, how he want to start, he have to act like this. He should be upright, exceedingly upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. Sakho, ujucha, sujucha, suvachochassa, mudu, anatimani. This is the last two lessons. There are some qualities as sila we have to develop. Then we go more deep. What is atta kusala? Karaniyang atta kusalena. Karaniya matta kusalena means karaniyang atta kusalena. Then we call it atta kusala, being skill in good. Same way the opposite side is anatta kusala, that means the skill in bad. The actually skill we have to know, we have to understand then what are the bad things too. Otherwise when we are not mindfully, sometimes accidentally we do the bad things too when we practice spiritual life, or because this teaching is mostly teach to the monks, monastic people. The monastic people, their whole life they dedicated to spiritual development. That kind of practicing we have to concern about, or we have to mindful about bad things or the bad deeds, because disturbing for our spiritual development. Otherwise our mind or our actions may be harm to our development. Therefore one who practice Buddha's teaching, they have to understand what are the bad skill also, because they are easy to practice. Bad skill is easy to practice. Some small things, though we concern that small things are sometimes we don't care about it, but Buddha teach us, think not lightly of bad. Mappamanyeta papassa namantang agamissati udabindu nipatena udakumbopi purati balo papassa tokato kampiachina. Don't think that bad is small, because the small drop of water gradually it come to the pot. It may be one day after you will see it is full of water. Same way, if we don't concern that, if we don't care about the small lightly bad things, small bad things, it can day by day it collect in our mind, it then become very big. Then after that it effective is the bad effect. Therefore we have to concern about the small things, because the bad things is easy to practice. Then that is the anatta kusala. Then atta kusala is the we have to develop. That means the something or some deed or some action, some words is get benefit for us. This is the atta kusala. The same way atti akaraniyang, not what should not be done. Then when we practicing it the monastic life, then the monks must be concerned about their damaging of moral quality or moral virtues, or sometimes when we read some books or listening something, we may have some wrong views. Then same way, when we dealing when we practice in the monastic life, we have to think about our the way of living. That means how we get food, how we get clothes, how we get the medicine, the everything we have to get it legal way. That means the good way. We can't do any wrong things for having food or having cloth or having medicine. Same, that is the ajiva vipatti. The same way, the when you are practicing at home, you have to also concern about how do you live. If you live in the wrong way, it's very difficult to practice the Buddha's teaching. Therefore, we have to concern about what should not be done. Then the other word is the sakho. That is still we are explaining. Still we are talking about the sila, the morality. At the beginning of sutra, they discuss the sila or morality, how to develop morality. It's good to be developed. That means when we practice Buddha's teaching, we have to develop our morality. The morality means moral quality, or sila means your verbal action and your bodily action. These two. The sakho means analaso samatto. That means the not lazy, or you have to have courage to do something. Same way, you have to have physically effort and mental effort. If you are lazy, if you don't have enough courage to practice sila or morality, then very soon you give up it. Therefore, as the monastic practitioner or Buddhist practitioner, we need to have effort to do something, efforts to reach the goal. And same way, we should have good health and digestion. We should have energy in abandoning the unwholesome and undertaking the wholesome. When we are good health and young age, we must do the effort to practice, because in some sutras, Buddha teaches there are some situation, or sometimes we can't practice, we can't do effort. When you are too old, you are facing difficulties to practice. And if you have bad health, that means at that moment also, because when you are in bad health, your mind is not good, your body is pain, then you can't practice Buddha's teaching. And say, as well as when the time is a difficult time, like if you are in the war zone area, some people fighting each other, shooting, then you can't practice because your mind is not you are not living in suitable place to practice. Same way, if you are difficult to find food, that time also is very difficult to practice. Therefore, if you are think that you are healthy, you are in a good age, and young age, you have enough food, you are in a peaceful place, that is the good time to practice Buddha's teaching, because that means that now is the good time to practice Buddha's teaching. Okay. Then another two words is uju and suju. Still we are talking about the practice, the sila, that means the moral quality. Uju means Uju means upright and suju means thoroughly upright. But these two words, you can't get the real meaning of that. What is upright means? Upright means cultivation or restraint of body and speech. That means the upright mean uju means body and speech action of or action, bodily action and verbally action. That means the sila. Then suju means the thoroughly upright means mental aspect of our conduct. That sometimes in our mind there are some bad thoughts like jealousy, anger, this kind of things. Therefore, suju means sila. First one is sila, body and speech. The second one is the concern about our mental activities. That means the thoughts. Then the next word is suvacho. Here you can see the suvacho, chassa, mudu, anatimani. There are some. So suvacho is a one word. Mudu means another word. Anatimani. There are three qualities here. Three things to practice. It is also, we are continuing still the sila, the morality. What is suvacho means? Suvacho means noble speech or easy to speak or respectfully admit teachers' advice. Because if you are living in monastic life, if you are living in monastic, there are a lot of monks. Sometimes then mostly you have to follow the teacher's advice, or sometimes if you do wrong things, you have to admit your weakness. If you are not a person who practice noble with, that means the accept teachers advice, then it's very difficult to practice the Buddha's teaching. Therefore, when we practice in monastic life, we have to get advice from others. We have to admit our weakness. If someone see your weakness and let you know that, or you do these wrong things, that means that is accepting it is the noble speech. And when we speak, other meaning is when we speak, we have to speak very carefully. And easy to speak means admit the teacher's advice. The second, the other word is mudu. Mudu means gentle, not rough, friendly, and easily approachable. That means when we leading a monastic life, the same way, it's also similar to suvacho and mudu, the same very close meaning. When your master say something, you have to accept it, and not to hide something from him, not too arrogant, not too angry with him. Because sometimes when your master says something, you may angry with him. Then sometimes use the crosswords. That kind of things in the monastic life, it disturbs your sila or morality. The next one is anatimani. It's not arrogant, and one who is skilled in good, would not be proud towards others on account of birth, race, wealth, or any social state. And sometimes, mostly in this nowadays, we can see that because there are a lot of source for learning Dhamma, there are a lot of method. You can read books, you may have a lot of knowledge in the Dhamma. Then when you come to the temple or practice, or when these kind of people become a monk, then start the monastic life, then it's very difficult to, sometimes it's very difficult to deal with them, because they are not anatimani. That means that they have some proud about, oh, I know the Dhamma, I read this, I have this degree, but therefore if someone who not the skill of anatimani, it is also very the disturbance to practice the monastic life. Then the anatimani meaning is you have to be humble, not arrogant, your birth, your knowledge, your race, your wealth, or your family background. These three words, it is these three things also help you to develop your sila or morality. The second verse, still we continue. Still the second verse also the how to practice sila or how to develop our morality. Santussa kocha subarocha appakichocha sallahuka utti santindriyocha nipakocha appagabbo kulesu anunugiddu. Contented, easily supported with few duties or light livelihood, with sense calm, discreet, not imprudent, not greedily attached families. Okay, but this is the rough meaning of this stanza, this verse. Then we see the word to words. Then santussako. Santussako means contented. That means the satisfied. When we practice Buddha's teaching or monastic life or meditation, if you are going to go to the meditation center to practice 1 week meditation or 10 days meditation, then if you are complaining that, oh, my bed is not good, the morning food is not good, then you are not practicing meditation, just complaining about what you don't have. But still you have a place to sleep, if still you have a food to eat, but you are complaining, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Especially in the Buddhist monks, they can't complain about these things. They have to satisfy what they have. We call it yatha labha santosa. That means the what we content or we happy what we have, your bed, your cloth, your food, medicine, whatever we have, we content or we happy about it. We must not complain about it, because if we are complaining, then it's very difficult to, it is our weakness of our sila or morality. Even in Mangala Sutta, you can see that Santutti, that it is also same meaning. Even in the Dhammapada, we can see the Santutti Paramandana. In the day-to-day life, it is very useful for content or happy what you have. Otherwise, people always complaining what they don't have. They are not happy what they have. For example, if someone have bicycle, that person using that bicycle and think about, if I have a motorcycle is good, but he doesn't happy about he has the bicycle. But then after he work and earn money, and he buy a bicycle, a motorcycle, then he think about, oh, I need the car. Then still he doesn't he's not happy about his motorcycle. Then he buy a car. Then after that he think about, oh, this car is not comfortable for me, therefore I want another car. Something like that. If we are not satisfied what we have, we don't have time to be happy. Therefore, before you complaining about anything what you don't have, please find out what you have now and satisfy what you have. Then that is the way of happy for every day. Otherwise you always happy, you postpone your happiness to future, or you think about my past is good, I was happy in the past, therefore you think you were happy in the past, you planning uh, stay happy in future, but present moment you are not happy. That means if you are not happy in present moment, that means you don't find your happiness. Therefore this one is very important for our day-to-day life. Santush Sako, what we have to be happy. uh, the next one is subharo. It is also very important word, subharo. Subharo means easily supported. That means it uh, you have radiant face. Monastic enjoys what he gets, be it cost of fine, little or much. There is a saying that Dubbaro bhikkhu na sakkapo setu. It is in commentaries say that someone who is very difficult to feed, actually talk about the food, medicine, cloth, these kind of things. If the some monks who not happy or difficult to support, that means it's very difficult to supportable. And this is the subaro means easily supportable. Whatever food he has, he happy about it, eat it. Don't find any other food, don't find any other robes. Whatever he has, he easily supportable. He never asks anybody, I need that, I need this, uh, I want to do this, therefore I don't have this. No complaining. Subharo means the easily supportable. Then the sutra continuing about this practice of sila. The next word is appakicho, having with little business. Someone who want to practice Buddha's teaching or practice meditation, he must have limited business or less responsibilities. For example, if you want to go to practice meditation, you have to plan many things before you going to that. If you have meeting or conference, if you have a lot of things to do after you come back, then your mind is not free for that. Therefore, before you going practicing, you have to arrange these things for without then you are it is not disturbing to your mind or disturbing your practicing. Uh, the 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 for monks, the monastic people, it is very important to have less things to do or always busy. Then you don't have enough time to practice, and there are a lot of construction or a lot of student the to teach. Then he have less time to practice, because if you want to practice or keep your mind calm, uh, when you are doing these things, it disturbing to your practicing. And the other word is sallaukautti, that means the living a simple life, not having many material things, the less impediments. That means we call it in the Pali language, we call it palibodha. If you have this kind of the if you don't have a simple life, then it is very difficult to practice. There are some saying like that the monks look like birds. He doesn't have many things to handle. There are some story about Buddha's time. There is some monk who have lot of things. When the other monks going to passing his temple, the other monks saw that lot of things like the bed sheet, the pillows, and a lot of robes everywhere they put in the temple and put in the sun for drying. Then the monks asked them, oh, what is these things? Is all belong to you? He said, yes, this is mine. Then the complaint went to the Buddha. That monks, they went to the Buddha and complained that, oh, these monks have a lot of things. Then the Buddha asked the monks, it's true that you have many things? He said he's very angry. He's very angry, and he he removed his outer robes and asked Buddha, is you asked me to stay like this? Then the Buddha teach him another lesson. But anyway, it's I want to emphasize that for monastic life, we must have less positions. We must not have many things uh, with our belongings, because it's very difficult when we go to somewhere. We have to take them because in ancient time, a long time ago, the Buddha's time, the monks living wandering life, they go to place to place. Then if they want to bring many things with them, like the food or clothes, many things, then it's very difficult and it's disturbing to our monastic life. Therefore, Sallavakauti means the living a simple life. That means there is no lot of things to maintain. Yeah. Then the next one is Santindriyo. That means the your five sense. How to control your five sense. There's someone who have control five sense. That means the focus on your five sense. That is also very important for practice. Start the practicing meditation. This is still we focusing. Still we talking about the practice sila. Here is this verse appakicho, having with little business, sallavakauti, having a simple life, santindriyo, that means that calm down your five sense. Then still we are continuing practicing sila or morality. The next one is nipako. Nipako means wise. In control your mind. Someone who practice meditation, he have to be wise enough to control the mind, and knowledgeable, intelligent, keep the mind undistracted. And the other thing is managing or understanding our main supportings like food, robes, dwelling, speech, residence, climate. Because if you don't understand the climate in the place, if it is raining, if it is hot, then it disturbs your practicing. And other one, same way, the posture. If you practicing meditation, you sit in the bad posture, or the very painful posture, is very difficult to practice. And you have to know what is the good food for you. Sometimes some food for some people allergy for food, or when you eat it you have difficulties. Therefore when we practice meditation, we have to think about what the good food for you. That means that if you have health issue, we have to concern about. If someone have the diabetic or cholesterol, then seriously have to concern about the food. And other one is the person, which people we have to associate, which is good. And some, because some people, when you practicing some, when we associate some people, is disturbing your practicing. But if you practice some people, you support your meditation, that is useful. And speech also, this kind of things, the residence, even if you stay in the resident, your residence is not good, or the disturbing your health, or it's very difficult to sleep, it is that place also, the not good for the continuing practicing. We have to concern about these things. That is the wise means, the understanding supportable things for our practicing. Then the next word is appagabbo, humble, respect to others, not to break the residence rule, that means the monastic rules. Bodily, verbally, and mentally, we have to humble for others. For example, if there is a rule in the monastery that afternoon you must not make a fire outside, then all the monks, they have to accept it. If somebody want to work himself, act himself, oh, I want to do this, I don't care about the monastic rule, then it's disturbing the other people, it disturb your sila, it make lot of difficulties. Therefore, have to be humble or respect to others. Then the other one, in other words, is kulesu ananugiddo. That means not attached with the families. Actually, it is for the mostly for the monks, because we get support from the people. Then if someone, some if monks very close to these supportive families, it may disturb their practicing, because uh, they invite many things, then we have to stop, the monks have to stop their practice, and they have to go there. Then therefore, not to attach, oh, this family is helpful me, I have to do many things for them, and I can't go anywhere, I have to stay here. Like that, there are some disturbance when we have this kind of very close connection. Then in this sutra, Buddha teach this sutra for the monks. Therefore, we have many things very related to the monks. Even for the for people who stay in home, they, when you want to practice meditation, then you have to arrange things in your families, in your home duties. Then you can have enough time to practice without disturbing your family duties. The Kulesu Ananugiddo means is mostly teach for the monks, not to attach to the people or families who support you, because it disturbing your moral quality. Okay. Then still the continuing with the sila to be developed by the practitioners, still we continuing the sila morality. Nacha kuddan samachire kinchi yena vinyu pare upaudeyum. Let one not do even a small wrong things, which some wise people who able to blame you. That means the when we practice in sila morality, we have to concern about very tiny things too. If we do these things, or it is damaging my sila. Therefore, the here is a meaning is we have to concern about very small, tiny bodily and verbally actions. Okay, this is the end of the the sila of the Karanimetta Sutta. I think the now is the 7:20. Therefore, I want to stop here today. For summarizing today's teaching, I start with the Karanimetta Sutta. Karanimetta Sutta is the loving kind of discourse. There are the structure of the sutra is that the beginning, the two verse at the beginning, they explain the moral quality. That means the sila means the bodily and verbal actions. The second one is the practice loving kindness meditation. We do it maybe not next week, after 2 weeks after I continue this lesson, the how to practice loving kindness meditation according to the Karanimetta Sutta. The third one is the wisdom, prajna, realization of the noble truth. Today I explain only the sila part of the sutra. For your day-to-day life also you can develop these qualities. What are the qualities? We have to understand what is anatta kusala and atta kusala. That means what we want to develop and what must not develop. That means you have to develop good things, you must not develop the bad things. Therefore we have to concern about the bad and good things, and we have to concern about what is disturbing our sila. If you are practicing 5 precepts, you have to mindful that I don't want to break or I don't want to damage my 5 precepts. Strictly following the 5 precepts, because the very easy to practice bad things. We have to think about that. It is very easy to practice bad things. Another thing is, don't think that I do the very small things, because sometimes we don't care about the small bad things. As practicing Buddha's teaching, we have to concern very, very tiny bad things also. Okay, this is the word sakko. That means we have to have ability, effort to practice the sila, continue our sila. We have to have the ability or effort, make effort, not lazy. Then uju suhujo means the upright and thoroughly upright, means the concern about our bodily and verbally activities, bodily action and verbal activities. It is also sila. And suhuju means the thoroughly upright, means the mental aspect of our conduct. And suacho suacho means nobly speech, easy to speak, respectfully admit teachers' advice. Mudu means gentle, not rough, friendly. Anatiman means not arrogant. Think about your race, your wealth, your Dhamma knowledge, to be humble. And santussako means content, what you have, happy what you have. That means that your food, your house, your car, like that, your job. And subaro means easily supportable. That means whatever food you have, whatever clothes you have, you don't complain about it, just use it. And the next one is appakicho. That means that having with little business. If you have a lot of things to do, it's disturbing your practicing, and your mind also not very free. Therefore, before you're practicing, you have to arrange these things, arrange the good free time for it. And salla ukautti means living a simple life, not having many material things. And the santindriya means the calm down your 5 sense, because it's very important, that one for practicing sila, morality, because when we our mind is mostly polluted by the five sense, and when we do something, when we say something, when we look something, then it goes to our mind. It damages. If we are not mindful, it can damage our sila, damage our morality. Therefore, think about your five sense, or calm down your five sense is very important. Nipako means the wise, wise to be intelligent, to be the find your friends, find your food, find your good resident place, not disturbing your practicing. That is the Nipako, wise, intelligent, or knowledgeable. Then Appagabbo means humble, respect to others, not to break the monastic rules, and yeah, stay unity, and without the step, without damaging the residents' rules. Very humble, simply say very humble. And Kulesu Ananugiddo means not attached to the families who supported you. That means that it doesn't mean that you must not friendly with them. You have to help them, but you must not very attached to them, because it mostly, the last one is the focus to the monks. And simply say, this last two line is actually the look like a summarize for our sila, how to practice sila, how to start the practicing the go to the Buddha's path. Actually, this is the Buddha's path to Nibbana in the Karimetta Sutra, explaining how to go to the Nibbana. It is also just like a Noble Eightfold Path, the way to the Nibbana. The starting is the practicing sila. Then these two lines summarize how to practice the sila or morality. That means the nacha kuddan samachare kinchiyena vinyu pare upavadeyung. The Buddhas, someone who practice sila, or someone who go to this Buddha's noble path, he have to concern about very small, very tiny action, or bodily action, or verbally action. Whatever you do, whatever you say, you have to think about it, mindful about it, because if you are not mindful, if you are careless, it may harm to your sila, it may harm to your morality. This is that last, here is the last two lines is very important. That means it summarizes the how to practice sila, how to practice morality. Okay, the next time I will explain how to cultivate loving kindness meditation. This is the Dhamma Desana today. I hope that you are you get, you have, it is very useful to your day-to-day practicing. Today, the sponsor for this Dhamma talk is Situmini and Nalaka Millo Bandara, for celebrating Senara's 18th birthday, to wish her happy, wonderful birthday with the good health and success in her life. And as well as Situmini also wish to transfer marriage to her mother and father wherever they are. May they receive this marriage, that the Milwa Bandara family, by practice of Dhamma Dana, and may they have wonderful life in the samsara and finally attain the bliss of Nibbana. Actually, not only them, all of us have family members who pass away. They also attain the bliss of Nibbana, and may they free from suffering. May they have peace in mind. Finally, may they attain the bliss of Nibbana. And this evening, all of us generated lots of merits by listening to this Dhamma. let us wish by the power of these merits, may we be able to live happy this life and in the future. May we also attain the Nibbana, that is the praise by all Buddhas. And most importantly, in Sri Lanka and in the United States and any other countries, this time is a pandemic. There are a lot of people, they are sick because of COVID-19. We wish them have speed recovery. May the virus finish very soon, and we have to wish all of people who suffer with the COVID-19, may they have good health, happiness, and may they all recover from this disaster or pandemic. And finally, today we accumulate a lot of merits, and may we have attained the bliss of Nibbana. Akasatta ca bummatta devanaga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakhantu loka sasanang. Akasatta ca bummatta devanaga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakhantu desanang. Akasatta ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva chiran rakkantu mam parang. As well as we can transfer merits to our departed relatives. You can chant with me, recite with me for transferring merits to the departed relatives. Idang me nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. May you have good health, happiness, peace in mind. Sabbe satta bhavantu sukitatta. May all beings be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.